stress, pressure, expectations, and finding out what you're made of. All of those things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. This rivalry might not be as bitter for Alabama as the ones against Auburn or Tennessee, or for Georgia, the ones against Florida or Georgia Tech. But when Alabama and Georgia have met over the past decade or so, no matchup has been more impactful across the SEC or college football.
Oh, there's no doubt. Georgia's had a Bama problem. I mean, they've kind of had their number. Obviously got over the hurdle for the national championship, but some great teams that have been held back because Alabama's dominance. This is a big rivalry. This is a huge day for the Dogs.
Anytime these teams play, it feels like a national championship. Even more than an SEC championship. We've seen that time and time again. But one thing I know, Georgia's defense is going to know where Ryan Williams is lining up each and every play, because the true freshman last year ate this defense alive.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for a man, it's Simpson. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Bernard. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
To the air on 1st down. Might be looking to run. Their performance in SEC play last year was forgettable. They'd love to make it memorable this time around.
I love when Reese uses like phrases like forgettable, which means it was awful, not very good, okay? So they're looking for a bounce back. They've been selling this program all offseason. They've been trying to bring in new additions. They've been trying to create some juice, Palmer. Now they got to go out and do it.
I think they realized, too, a year ago they weren't as talented as some of their opponents, but they also gave some games away. And they've got to be better in critical down and distances in big moments when they get into these SEC conference games this season.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now he's looking to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Miller. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Back to pass, it's Simpson. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead, but how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these two top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves with some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. The receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Oh, better look out. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pressure coming. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Miller with the ball. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Simpson. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Using his feet to buy time. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll take another shot here. Fires into traffic, picked off. Bringing it back. The 20. Touchdown Bulldogs. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Oh, and he hit it off the left upright. No good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
So now it's second and long. Quarterback making checks. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Trying to get the edge on the right. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. The toss sweep to the right. Plows through the defense. The Tide will get the first down. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The transition from Nick Saban to Kalen DeBoer certainly gave growing pains to the Crimson Tide, and they're expecting progress in year 2.
It wasn't smooth. I mean, you expand the playoff, obviously, further, and they still don't make it, so a lot of upset Alabama fans, Jesse, but year 2, obviously a chance to change that. More of his guys, more of his system.
Yeah, there were some bright spots a year ago in Kalen DeBoer's first season. Obviously, beating Georgia at home was a big one, but this is a team that definitely stumbled down the stretch, and you're right. This is a team that has expectations to compete for national championships. They have to take the next step this year.
The short hands, it's Williams. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Alabama quickly back to the line. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. It's caught. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the...
Wide open spaces. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
Grab behind the line. It's Young. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. From the red zone, looking for a man. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws it out in space. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Moves around to clear up the vision. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be changing the route. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's got it inside the 30. Speeding down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Dogs!
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Looking for his man in the middle.
I just feel like the sense of urgency is going up for this offense. Now, they haven't had that many possessions so far in the game, and because they've got no points now, it feels like the quarterback's starting to press. He's trying to make it happen on his own, taking a shot down the field. Another incompletion for this offense. They can't get anything going.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Those are those where you're just looking at your hands, left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Dang it, I should have caught that. Nice play, break on the football. That could have been a house call. That could have been a game changer, but just couldn't secure the interception.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Finds his man, it's Branch. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
How nice is it as a quarterback that you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Motion from the wide receiver. Off-play action on 1st down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw time running short in the half. And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting the sack. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it. They're short of the 1st down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Caught over the middle, it's Williams. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. On 4th down, looking to pass. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly. So you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better. Right, Palmer, that's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Rushes on him. Grabbed over the middle. It's Delp. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
He wants to change this route. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Right on target this time. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wants to throw it. He's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the punishment has been extended.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Just a little off. Incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
He'll do it himself on the draw. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Bernard. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Alabama pushing the tempo.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Horton. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man, or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Converts on 4th down, still going. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Throws to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. They just weren't able to come down with that one.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
I feel like this defense really needed that, man. They need a shot in the arm. They've had some bad possessions, not been great. Nice job getting to the quarterback, getting in a predictable 3rd and long situations where now you can unleash that pass rush.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air, it's Simpson. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
A lot of times when that ball's coming out, you can tell the offensive linemen want to get those defensive linemen's hands down. They want to hit them, engage on them. Great job by the defensive end, getting his hands up in the air and getting the deflection.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter.
Georgia 27, Alabama 7.
They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. The give to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Yeah, this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game. And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds his man. It's Washington. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares about the pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Stockton. He's got an open man. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. To the air on 1st down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. It really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs tackling the ball.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Dogs! And the route is on. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Starts from their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Might as well stick with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Dropping back It's Simpson. Quickly complete. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He wants to take the top off. And it's caught inside the 25. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Floating away. Lets it fly. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
34, Alabama, 14.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Offense changing the play. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be...
Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Horton. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Keeps it on the bootleg. Here's a hit. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Set back by the earlier sack, maybe a hint of desperation here, behind and going for it on 4th and long. Got a man, it's Horton. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Pocket breaking down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Off play action. Bringing the heat. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted. And he fakes it. He's going to throw it. And the pass is incomplete, and the fake punt is a wash. You have an incompletion like that, you always think, why not just let the quarterback throw it? The element of trickery was afoot, and it didn't work. One more play to pad the stats. Looking downfield on first down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And that's kind of how their days go, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, just...
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit over...